You know that person who never seems to question anything, who reacts before thinking, who confidently says the wrong thing louder than everyone else says the right thing? Maybe you've watched someone like this and felt quietly confused. Or maybe, and this takes real honesty, you've recognized a flicker of some of these patterns in yourself. Either way, you're not here to judge. You're here to understand. And today, we're going to explore the psychology behind the 7 habits that research consistently links to lower cognitive flexibility and intelligence. Here's the thing. The very first habit is one almost nobody catches in themselves. Habit number 1 is never questioning information. Your brain is wired to accept things that confirm what you already believe. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. When your nervous system feels safe inside an existing belief, it actively resists new data. Think about someone in your life who forwards misinformation without ever pausing to verify it. That's not laziness. That's a brain that was never trained to pause and ask why. And that's where it gets interesting, because habit number 2 flows directly from the first: overconfidence without competence. Psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger proved something remarkable. The less someone actually knows, the more certain they feel about knowing it. Think of it like being in a foreign country with no map, but walking around like you own the streets. The twist? The smartest people in the room are usually the ones saying, "I'm not sure." Doubt, it turns out, is a sign of intelligence. But here's something most people don't talk about. Habit number 3 is deeply emotional, not just intellectual, and that habit is avoiding complexity entirely. This connects to black and white thinking. When nuance feels threatening rather than interesting, your nervous system is choosing survival over growth. The shadow side here is real. Many people developed this habit because complexity in their childhood meant chaos or conflict. It protected them once. Now it limits them. Habit number 4 is reacting emotionally before thinking logically. And in relationships, this one causes the most damage. Imagine trying to have a calm disagreement with someone who immediately takes every challenge personally. They're not being dramatic. Their brain genuinely cannot separate the idea from their identity yet. Habit number 5 lives right beside it, refusing to admit being wrong, ever. This isn't arrogance for the sake of it. It's a self-protection mechanism that calcified over years. Habit number 6 is poor impulse control, saying things, making decisions, spending money before the thinking brain catches up with the feeling brain. Science calls this low inhibitory control, and it quietly shapes every area of life. And habit number 7, perhaps the quietest one, is never reflecting on past mistakes. Without reflection, there is no learning. Without learning, the same patterns repeat on loop, year after year. Your brain isn't broken, it's just running software that was never updated. Psychology doesn't say these habits define who you are. It says they're the exact habits that awareness alone can begin to dissolve. So tell me in the comments, which of these 7 habits hit closest to home for you? And next week, we're going deep into the psychology of emotional intelligence and why it might be the one thing that matters even more than IQ ever could.